Hello guys, my name is Tokolo Fimago and welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining, please support the family by clicking the like button and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, take. So yes, K-dramas that would make you emotional. And I'm not talking about the kind of emotional that you people are thinking. I'm not talking about the lovey-dovey mushy stuff. I'm talking about K-dramas that would make you almost want to cry. Like really, these K-dramas were so, while watching them I was moved to tears. So number 5 on the list is From Now On Showtime. From Now On Showtime is a 2022 drama, and it just talks about a magician and a detective, and the fact that they already met in their past lives and they were lovers in their past life. So while trying to navigate through life and getting to know more about each other, they fall in love with each other in their present life. Then the magician can see ghosts. So listening to different kind of stories that these ghosts have, which makes them to not want to go to the afterlife because they have unresolved issues. Yeah, because they have unresolved issues. So those kind of stories would move you to tears because some people would because there are so many things that people go through, and you really cannot judge a book by its cover. So listening to people's stories and realizing how they both died in their past life, I mean the magician and the detective, how they both died in their past life, would make you emotional. Number 4 on the list would be Tomorrow. Tomorrow is also a supernatural movie which features the afterlife. We see the Grim Reapers and all of that. So in the afterlife, there's a department that that their job is to avert suicide. Yeah, they said hell is becoming overcrowded, so they need to lessen the amount of people that commit suicide daily. So there's this department created to avert suicide cases. They go to the people that are planning to commit suicide, they suit them, advise them, and tells them sweet things, things that would make them not want to commit suicide. So while they were on their job, Ruwan jumps in on them. He also wanted to avert that suicide case, but while trying to do that, he fell inside water and he was in coma. So because the problem came from the afterlife, the afterlife department, the head of the afterlife invites him and asks him to either join them, to walk in, because to walk in the afterlife for 6 months, and it's going to wake up after 6 months in the real life, or you should just remain bedridden for 3 years. He was asked to choose, and he was asked to choose the kind of department that he would want to work in. So he chose to work for 6 months, and after everything, he also joined the suicide mission. What's it called? I've forgotten the name of that department itself. RM team, rescue team. He joined the rescue team, and what makes this movie emotional is the reason people want to commit suicide. Like listening to those kind of stories and reasons that would make people want to commit suicide is so heart-wrenching. Like a lady wanted to commit suicide because she was fat when she was young, and so she didn't want to remain fat, so she did not used to eat, and she was always vomiting any little thing she ate. She was becoming too skinny, and people were talking about her without even realizing that she could hear those kind of, so people's words got to her and she wanted to commit suicide. Like seriously, like, so listening to those kind of reasons that would make people want to commit suicide is heart-wrenching. And Tomorrow teaches us that we should have self-esteem in ourselves, because if you don't believe in yourself, you will do things that would not be nice, because you don't rate yourself. If you don't rate yourself, it's a big issue. So that is it about Tomorrow. Number 3 on the list would be Snowdrop. Snowdrop is the story of a North Korea soldier and a lady in South Korea. They fall in love, and you know how North Korea and South Korea love is not, it does not always end well, especially if you've seen crash landing on you. You know what I'm talking about. It does not always end well. So, and the North Korea soldier had a mission to do in South. It was short, and he ended up in the girl's hostel. The girl helped him by helping him to escape and all of that. So it was in that process that they fell in love. But he had to go. But then he came back to that hostel to hold all of them captive. And that was where the other girls in the hostel discovered that she was the one that helped the North Korea escape the first time he was in the hostel. So he was starting back at the lady. You know when a North Korea soldier that that it's that his sole mission is to come and destroy South Korea now falls in love with a South Korea girl whose father is an high ranking official. You know that story is not going to be nice. So Snowdrop almost made me cry. It was so heart wrenching. That is it about Snowdrop. Number two on the list will be Grandmother's Club. Grandmother's Club is just a story about relationships, and I really don't want to say much about this because I have a full review on my page, and I'm going to attach the link here. Listen, go watch the review of Grandmother's Club, then you would understand what I'm talking about. That is number two. Then number one on this list. This number one will not only move you to tears, it would make you cry. Like you will cry like a newborn baby. You know when they just born. You know how newborn babies cry. Yeah, that is how you would cry. And the title is Mother. I watched Mother. I think Mother is one of the first K-drama movies I first watched. Like Mother was like my first. No, it was not my first K-drama movie, but it was like my first 20K drama movie, and I was like, how can someone go through this kind of pain? It's about a teacher who noticed that students in her school was suffering from abuse, so she follows her home and noticed that her mother does not like her, and her mother remarried to another man, and this father maltreats her to the extent of locking her up, slapping her, beating her, like all those kind of things. So both the mother and father do not like her and they maltreat her, and it's getting to her psychologically. This teacher does not have a child or a kid, I don't know, does not have a child. So she runs with this with the student, another person's child, like another person's daughter. She ran away with she ran away with and reported a kidnapping case, reported that someone had kidnapped her daughter. So they were always on the run. The teacher and student, they were always on the run. They were always moving from one place to the other, and people were not supporting them, not knowing that the mother that reported was not nice, like was always maltreating her. People were bashing the teacher. She was just always running, and the teacher and student already developed like a mother-daughter connection. The student already accords the teacher as a mother because she does things that even her mother would not do for her. So while on the run, things get emotional, and they were connected to each other like the more, and just seeing everything that they were going through is enough to make you cry. See, if you want to cry, go and watch Mother. It is worth it. Thank you so much for joining in today. Please join the family by clicking the like button and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below, and until next time.